How about that? Hi, Anissa. What's up? What's up? What's up? Morning, Robin. Rockin' Robin. It's a Tuesday. And I forgot where Tom said he was going to be. Something about maybe a doctor appointment or something. I forget. I'm so old I can't remember shit. Morning, Mary. Good morning, John. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, Lag. Check the regress. He's off in the corner sneezing. There you go. Yeah, his internet was down yesterday. But I thought he said originally that it was going to be good to go today. Morning, Mike. Morning, Craig. So here we are. Just me. Just little old me. You stuck with me. Me and my microscope eyepieces. You know, when you buy a bunch of microscopes and some of them are busted, you might as well save the eyepieces and maybe somebody will want to buy them. I just got 2 cha-chings right before your show. All right, I'm off the hook. I'm always off the hook. Off my rocker. Off the rocker. So, busy world of reselling. Yesterday I didn't list anything. So, Gwen took me out for a shopping date. We went to Sam's Club. Spent $400 at Sam's Club. You know, us retirees get paid around the end of the month, so we get that fresh money in our bank accounts. We got to go shopping. So, yeah, we bought cheese and strawberries and but then Robin, we went to Walmart because Sam's Club doesn't have all the things. So that's fun. We go to Sam's Club and then we go to Walmart. But we did go out to eat. Do y'all have Torchy's Tacos? We went to Torchy's Tacos. And I had a shrimp taco. And I had a beef taco. And those suckers just about burnt my mouth off. They were hot. They were spicy. Oof. They tasted pretty good, but holy moly, Torchy's Tacos. Do y'all have Torchy's Tacos? I think they're a chain. Torchy's is good. The chicken salsa wrap is very good. Okay. I'm thinking I should have just gotten one of those bowls. And if I ever go back there, I have to say, make mine mild because they were, you've only seen them in Texas. Yeah, this Torchy's is over pretty close to Baylor University. That burn your butt. Yeah, it kind of, it was kind of a, got to go to the bathroom right now this morning. That happened about 6 a.m. But yeah, my biscuits are burning. Man, those are hot. And I got some of the chips and cheese dip, And even the cheese dip was spicy. So I was like, man, having to go back and get extra cups of water. Yeah, Daphne gets her, she gets spayed tomorrow. Torchies and out, skirts on it. It's not the worst, but it's kind of like Americanized tacos. It's not. I think I would rather just go to taco. Let's see, what's the name of that place? Anyway, I think I would rather just go to a fast food taco place and just doesn't cost as much and doesn't set you on fire as bad. Bobby Bonilla? Bobby Bonilla. Wasn't he a baseball player? What is chorizo queso? Well, chorizo is kind of a meat dish, so I guess combined chorizo with, no, chorizo is, I'm thinking chorizo is kind of like a cubed beef, right? No, I don't know. If the taco doesn't set you on fire, I don't want it. Well, mine sure did. I mean, my lips are still chapped. You ever do that? Eat spicy food and your lips get chapped? Oh, it is a sausage? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, that shrimp taco, man, it was hot. But they do have up on their, they got a menu up on the wall, and they've got little flames showing how hot things are. And there's like a 1 flame for just kind of spicy, and there's a 2 flame for spicier, and there's a 3 flame for like super hot. I think that shrimp thing was 2 flames. You don't get chapped lips from eating spicy food. You picked the 4 flame. You're tougher than me, Lag. I like a little bit of spiciness for flavor, but that shrimp thing, it was a little beyond flavor, and all you couldn't enjoy the flavor because it was just hot, or you couldn't enjoy it as much. Jabus has got a couple of sales this morning. I had a sale this morning and 11 yesterday. Man, my store was on fire yesterday. Gold Maple, you don't get chapped lips from spicy food? Yeah, I had to blow my nose a couple of times while I was eating. Speaking of Gold Maple, what's the price of gold this morning? Not much change. Silver went back over 36. What's up?
What's up, sucker?
What the hell? You gonna do a broadcast of a broadcast?
Yes. Yes, I am. Nah, I was just my making a talking head video. I'll let it, I gotta edit it just a minute. The camera just happened to be sitting there, so I left it sitting there.
Well, we had two pictures of you there when you first came on.
I know y'all got the double. That's awesome, right?
It's about twice the amount of normal. I'm not gonna say good or bad. It's just twice the amount. Man, your beard's getting longer again.
I know, right? This is the no shave 2025. What are you talking about?
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
we're
care.
halfway through. Just wait till December, and maybe we'll be down to here. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's your face. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I need to wear a mask. Terrible.
Mm,
So you look different today, Tom. I don't know what it is.
Tom's not here, dude. Bum, bum.
Why did he just fail us and not come?
His internet was out yesterday, so it must still be out.
Doesn't
And
he know people?
he came on the show and was talking on his phone, but then he just ghosted.
Doesn't he know people?
He does.
Hmm. So yesterday, I had to go get some boxes. So I stopped by a thrift store. Don't miss these guys. $4 for if you see Pet Safe. Most of y'all should know these pet containment systems do really well. Model numbers on the bottom. There's your $4 sticker. This thing sells for like $68.
Sweet.
Uh, you don't
Well,
want
the
Fido to get loose. And I
dog
picked up.
wears a collar, and that keeps him in line.
Yeah, I picked up this too. It's getting late in the baseball season. This is softball, but when it's $5 and it's that kind of condition, this is like a $33 glove, but none of the black ones have sold, and there's a reason because none of them are for sale. And so I'm gonna because it's almost nearly new. I'm gonna list this one at 40. See what happens.
Right hand throw. What was that, like 13
Yeah,
inches?
I don't know. If it was guy math, it's probably like 20 inches.
Well, you know how to measure them, don't you?
No.
You go
Uh,
from the heel up to the flip off finger along the leather.
what this finger here?
No, you go from the heel through the palm up to the flip off finger, and that's how many inches your
Oh,
glove is.
the flip off finger. Oh, I got you. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? How about I just list it and it's a 9850, just like all the rest of them.
Well, that's fine, but some some buyers may want to know how many inches it is.
I mean, I think if I pick up a 9850, let's look.
I think Cincinnati Picker has a video on how to measure a baseball glove.
Yeah, it shows right up. What's a 9850? It's a 12-inch right hand throw.
Okay,
All of them say 12-inch, so I'm assuming it's a 12 like the rest of them.
okay.
All the rest of them are just banged up and beat up. This one's beautiful.
Craig, Cincinnati Picker. What happened to Cincinnati? He's still doing videos. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he still does videos.
He mostly does garage sale videos.
He was what he was doing whatnot for this. He still do whatnot.
I don't know.
He was selling cards on whatnot for and doing very good at it.
He I haven't seen him on a live YouTube show in quite a while.
And let's see if we can find him. Yeah, he sold 20,000 items. He
Dang.
doesn't have a show at the moment, so evidently he's not doing that right now. Uh, I know his situation has changed. He and his wife got divorced. I'm not sure who has custody of the children. They had a couple kids, couple three. Can't remember how many. I think it was two, maybe
Yeah.
three.
He's had his kids in videos since the divorce, so
Yeah, so
it
that
must be an amicable
that
uh,
makes life a little
divorce.
difficult because it takes more time. So yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah, maybe 3, 4 years they've been divorced.
Mm-hmm. Hey, people are missing you in the show. They forgot what you look like.
Oh, sorry. You were saying you were the best looking one, so I
I
just
never said
like
that.
to.
Yes, John Jones, you're correct. That is the ones that did fostering.
Right.
I'm sure John has some warehouse, but he did some stuff with his. He did a lot of yard videos and doing stuff. His dad buys stuff for him. And I've met him. I've met him 5 or 6 times. He's generally a nice guy. I mean, just an outstanding individual. Yeah, Larry. He and Lonnie are divorced too.
He got away from Lonnie before getting a divorce.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, he did get his real estate license, but that's a I think that's a pretty tough business unless you're like really, really good at it or have connections or something. Yep.
Is Lonnie dating? Uh, Lonnie's doing videos by himself for a couple weeks. I think Candace has gone somewhere with family or friends or something. Lonnie did not get divorced. Lonnie and Candace are still together. They're Yeah. Don't start that kind of rumor. That's not a good thing. Lonnie's been doing some videos. He's lost some weight. They were making a joke about so Lonnie and John used to be real tight and did a lot of things together, a lot of shows together. Yeah, I like the fact that they're still together. So the one thing I would tell you is with Joni fighting breast cancer, and now Joni, she volunteers on Thursdays for a couple hours in the infusion unit. So she talks to a lot of people. She's like, you can do some reading the statistics on couples that go through that kind of traumatic thing. The divorce rate is very high, which is really weird. Um, So Candace is a breast cancer, I don't know if it was breast cancer, but she's fought cancer on one. So and they fought through
Yep.
that and children together. I have nothing but admiration for those two. It's not easy. It's a tough thing to fight through. Yeah, Todd and Tom are getting divorced.
Uh, no, I'm not divorced. I'm fixing to celebrate 40 years with my lovely wife. We're talking about a trip to Europe, but we can't decide where we want to go or how much we want to spend.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's something to be celebrated. That doesn't happen as much anymore. So we are
Well,
only we're our anniversary is at the end of the month. Jacob's birthday and our anniversary same within 2 days. So our anniversary will be 34 years on the 26th of this month, and Jacob turns 27 and so 27, 28, something. I don't know. 27.
Yeah, I mean, it's the longer you're married, I think the less people get divorced. Although you hear about people that have been married a long time to get a divorce, and I'm like,
Well, just think about it. You know, a reseller. It happened to Harlan. They've been married for, I don't know, 26, 27 years, and she said, she's out.
hmm. Yeah, and Kevin, um,
Have you ever been out of the country? Yes. I've been to Canada a few times. It's been a long time though. It was before 9/11, so you just drive over there and drive back. They didn't care. They stop you. They ask you if you got any guns, and they say, "Okay, what are you doing? Sightseeing for a day. We're coming back in a little while. Okay, see you."
man, when I was young, we would go cross the border into Mexico, eat at a restaurant, and buy a few trinkets and come home. It was
It was in the early
you don't
early
really do that anymore.
It was in the early 90s. I was into baseball cards, and we went over there to buy it because Canadian baseball cards are different. O-Pee-Chee, I don't know if they still make O-Pee-Chee. Tops had a different. So I'd gone over there to get some of those. That was before eBay and all those things.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is. I agree. It is. It is a waste. But he is very happy now. So Harlan and Marcy are really good together. Yeah, she's right funny.
Kevin sells on whatnot, doesn't he? You know, Kevin, Tennessee picker.
He does. He sells. He's been selling hats. He knows a lady whose hat store closed down, and she's got thousands of hats. So he's been buying them from her. She's been slow to let him go, but she's been doing that. So he also sells toys. So he normally goes live, like I think on Tuesdays. Let's look and see.
He used to do a lot of garage sale videos, but he kind of stopped doing that.
I need to get back to that. I lost the battery. I misplaced my batteries around here. It's hard for me to. I took them out of the van when I was cleaning up, and yeah, he's got a hat show Thursday night. Let me bookmark that so I get a notification.
Yeah, we
Yeah, he sold 2,500 items on whatnot.
we got to see some Mayan ruins on our cruise in January. I wonder if I got any pictures of those.
Yeah, Craig, he does. So he'll buy some hats from Steve, and then he resells them on whatnot a lot because he'll take the time to clean them up and reshape them, and then get a few more dollars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. Probably won't be able to hear the sound, but let's see.
I just saw an advertisement for that on, I don't know what I was going through, but yeah, that the poop cruise didn't look like it was very pleasant.
Yeah, we got to see this place on our cruise. This is on the Yucatan Peninsula.
Did you climb to the top?
One of them we did, but this one they wouldn't let you get on it. There's like 5 or 6 different pyramids on this one site.
Oh man, if you go and watch some of the people that do that look for these things and have used ground penetrating radar, there's thousands of these things they haven't uncovered that are overgrown.
Let's
Pyramids
see.
all through the
Yeah.
that lower area of Mexico.
This one they let you climb. But they had some areas roped off they wouldn't let you go.
Lag wants to know how big was the basement on a house like that.
No telling.
Yeah, that's really Larry. That's really why Todd went there. He wanted to see if they were giving the secrets on how they buried their gold, so nobody could find it in those places.
That's right.
He was doing some reconnaissance.
Yep.
And check out movie sets too. They sell. Yesterday from the weekend, I had.
And then we ate food.
Ugly Betty. I had all 4 seasons of Ugly Betty. It sold for. I had it on sale. Let me see how much it was. But I found them at a yard sale for what's $1 a season. So it was. I had $4 into it. Let me tell you what it sold for. All orders. I've only got a couple to ship this morning.
Yeah, those are very, very famous sites, Gold Maple. The one we went to wasn't that famous.
Ugly Betty sold for $35 plus shipping, so I got $41 for Ugly. And then I also picked up for $2. I got Married with Children, the complete series on DVD, and got $20 for it. I sold some mouthwash. With shipping, I got $28 for mouthwash. They don't make this one anymore, or they don't make this particular flavor anymore. The lady sends me a message saying, they still make this, but it's in a different size bottle. Is this really the 16-ounce bottle? Because that's the one I'm looking for. It's the older. I'm like, yes, ma'am. That's actually a picture of the actual one. I guess she thought it might be different because I put it in. I put a photo room background on it. It's like sitting on a table in the sun.
I'm going to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
So she asked me if it's the same one. I said, yes, it's an actual picture of the bottle that I have, and it is 16 ounces. And then I didn't hear anything from her. And then 7 days later, she says, have you shipped my order yet? Because I don't see any movement. And I'm like, ma'am, you just asked me a question. You didn't buy anything. And about 30 seconds later, you hear cha-ching. I didn't hear anything else out of her. She forgot to buy it. But she did buy it. So be nice to people, answer their questions. It will, a lot of times you'll get a sale out of it, especially if you're the only one with something. Yeah, that oops, I forgot to buy that. So yeah. So if y'all missed the Friday night show, what the hell were you doing Friday night? We were drinking and having a good time. Look what I bought. Tom was looking for some of these. Todd had them in his store. And then I found these at the yard sale the next couple of days later. I think it says $4, but I think she took 2 for them because they didn't have lids. I had to buy it just to mess with Tom. It's amazing how many times things like that happen that you manifest something. I've got to wrap up a casserole dish over there. Joni's doing whatnot last week, and she's like talking about green bean casserole. She's like, somebody makes one because she was selling the plate that has the cherry pie recipe, and she's like, Mother used to use the one that had the green bean casserole on it. Damn if we didn't find it at a thrift store like 4 days later. I know, right? JT, you were supposed to hang out with us for the 3 hours and help with the beverages. Ah, you put your Pokemon in those. What? Oh yeah, Anissa, that is so weird the way that happens. It's like you're throwing it out there in the universe. It is absolutely amazing if like I just touched my one of those guitars, so I can grab those while Todd's out and about. They're just regular guitars. The Sunburst. I left stickers on it. That's the good one. That's the Elvis. And then there's that, just a regular this one. But even this one is still 40 plus shipping. The nice thing about these is the neck comes off of them. But it's the first time I found them with the dongle. Normally you find the dongles in a box of just cords and stuff. That was the first time I'd actually. One of them is different, even though they're both PS3s. One of those is made by Red Octane. They're actually both made by Red Octane. But this is what one of them looks like.
Yeah.
Has USB on the end of it. And then the other one looks like the typical one you see on for guitars. It has a little shape like a guitar pick. And the handheld. He didn't go get something to drink. He probably went and used the bathroom. Old people have to pee so fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to take this to Van Massey. Damn it. These little guys have some value. I picked this up for $1.
Is that the magnetic thing that holds your tools while you're working?
Sure it is. No.
No.
What does it look like? Mr. Music Person, what does it look like?
Is it a drum pad? I don't know.
Oh my God.
Mr. Music.
Okay, I'll show you this and what do you think it is now?
I don't know. What are you trying to show me here? Old man eyes.
Oh my goodness.
I saw Klein Tools on it. Is it a speaker?
Yeah, it's a speaker.
Well, there you go.
It's a speaker. That's why it has the play button on the end of it. The power button, the play button, the skip button, the microphone button. Yeah, it's a Bluetooth. It's a Bluetooth speaker. I know, right? Why do I need? It's the same camera I always use. Maybe it's got some.
It's okay.
Maybe it's got some smudge on it.
It's got old man eyes.
I know, right?
So I had a question from a buyer. He wants to buy a whole bunch of different things from me. But he asked if he would get, if I refunded for combined shipping, would he also get a refund for the taxes charged on shipping? And I didn't know. That's the first time I've been asked that question in 10 years of reselling. So I put it out to the Facebook group, and Bridget said, yes, eBay will automatically refund the taxes on the shipping if the amount that you refund. Yeah. Everybody else is telling me yes. But that's the first time I'd ever been asked. So I didn't know the answer. You live and learn. Been reselling 10 years and I didn't know the answer to that question.
I know the answer to that question is no. You tell that guy no, you're not combining shipping, and no, because if he's that anal with that, he's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he probably is.
I mean, that's what that tells me. If somebody is that, either they are a seller and they're trying to nickel and dime you and down to the penny. Yeah, unless it's some huge amount of stuff.
He's talking about, he wants, I've got like 8 listings of science beakers,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking like he wants all of them. Plus some of the other science lab stuff I have listed. So he may put in offers of, on maybe 8, 10 different items.
I would check. I check his feedback to make sure. He sounds like somebody that leaves negatives.
Yes.
He sounds like a Tom. Tom. We're gonna now say that THOM is the male equivalent of a Karen. I've declared that today.
It's not an ice machine though, so there's that.
Something tells me I've wasted $6 and this thing is not gonna work. Because I can't see anything on the screen. Yeah, especially if he's gonna make you an offer. He's gonna make you an offer, and then he wants a discount on the shipping too. You can have one or the other, buddy.
Yeah. I figured that stuff is kind of long tail though, so I'd like to make a deal if I can, but if he's going to be a pain in the ass, no.
Oh, one thing, we don't have a card in there. Let's stick a card in there and see what happens. Why is the light on? It sure is doing a lot of beeping for something that I don't think works.
No, I've gotten really good at packing glass, Javis. I haven't broken anything in years.
Glass is not bad. Just take your time with it. I don't think this works. What do y'all think? It's sure bitching and carrying on. Rarely, these things almost always work. The little ones. I see that point, vintage memories. But are you making money if they return it, or you get negatives, or Yeah, this sucker does not work.
$19 hub bearings for big brush hogs.
So now we're going to sell the battery and just sell the battery and the charger I just bought. See if somebody will give me a few dollars.
You can retire now, Phil. Yeah, I'd like to make a deal. And leather jackets are hard to ship. What?
Just
I
making
bet
sure.
I bet hub bearings for brush hogs don't break when you ship them.
Is that a Phil? Do you have to ship those, or is that a local pickup? That doesn't sound very light.
Yeah, so crunchy leather jackets. Haven't had a Karen like that in a year.
Goes off on a pallet. Nice. Yeah, if you can sell big items and use pallets, you can make a lot of money. There's a lot of people that don't want to deal with that. Yeah, there's a couple out there that make videos about selling big items and using pallets. Can't think of their name. They had some kind of online something. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with big stuff. There were, in those classrooms I bought, there were 2 refrigerators. I was like, oh my God, I don't even. So I gave them away while I was doing my pickup. There was a nearby school that they wanted the refrigerators for their school. I said, take them. If I had had more time on the pickup, I would have taken pictures on them and done a Facebook Marketplace meetup at the school, but we only had the day of the auction plus 2 more days to do the pickup. And we filled up my truck 3 times and Gage's Suburban twice. So we had a lot of stuff we brought home.
Did you even bring it home, or did it go straight to the storage unit?
I brought a bunch of it home and I brought a bunch of it to the storage unit. I hope to be out of the storage unit at the end of the July because I've sold about 40 items out of that. And I can get creative around here and probably find places to put the other stuff. I also got 2 nice shelving units. God, there were so many shelving units. I should have broken all those down and sold them on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, it's definitely got good. They've got good money right now. Marcia picked up one somewhere and sold it at Van Massey. She got $150 for it at the auction.
For a shelving unit?
Yeah, it was a big metal shelving unit. It was large.
These were all standard 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 6 foot tall. But because of the time pressure, A bunch of them were screwed together, so you would have had to unbolt a whole bunch of bolts.
People are crazy. One owner, former state trooper SUV, 2018 Explorer, 190,000 miles. They want $9,000 for it. Are they insane? An Explorer. The problem with police vehicles is the one thing they don't really talk about is they idle so much. So if it's got 190,000 miles on it, it's probably, you can take the time it takes to drive all that engine running and double the idle time. Especially the troopers, man. They sit on the side of the road or they sit wherever. This is Alabama, for God's sakes. You can't sit. You'd be dead if you didn't have it running with air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn! I forgot there was an auction yesterday. Damn it!
I need some music for you guys. Here's the Jake. He's a really fine Jake, and he's Jake from the Jake.
And here's all the UPS trucks heading out.
What's going on in Slumlord Land?
Slumlordville is it's that time of the month.
Get them rent checks.
Checks? What are checks?
They pay him electronically.
Unless they want to pay extra.
Well, that works.
And ask him who gets that money, him or the company. We know the answer. I know the answer.
You know the answer, and everybody else can easily assume that answer.
You can pay by check, but you're going to pay extra for him to have to deal with it.
That's right. Because if you think about it, if I have to manually take it to the bank, then I also have to manually enter it into my system, and then I also have to manually reconcile that for the accountant to take care of it. So there you go. Now you know the reason.
And what do you charge them for that service?
$20.
How many people take you up on that service?
Currently none.
Yeah, because anybody on a new lease, they have to sign up that they're going to pay electronically, right? Can you require that?
Yes, but they can still switch. I mean, I still do allow them to switch back. They technically do agree to do it electronically when they sign a lease. But for $20, you can switch back and pay it every month.
So I had a comment on one of my videos. This person said that I shouldn't be wasting bubble wrap when I send it to customers, that it's cheaper to use rubber bands to hold the bubble wrap on so people can reuse it instead of tape. Is this person out of his damn mind? Rubber bands ain't gonna hold shit for bubble wrap. I don't give two flips. What? It's my job to get it to you. It's not my job to get you packing supplies there.
Well, that and how hard is it to pull the tape off? It's not the tape we use ain't that sticky.
I know, but I taped the heck out of it.
Well, yeah, but still, even I was able to pull your tape off.
All right, so
and I wasn't trying that hard.
It did power on. Let's see if the alarm works. I don't know if that's supposed to work or not. I wonder what does the alarm button do?
What are you testing?
Pet safe.
Is that an Arlo alarm or the other one?
I think it probably sends it to the collar.
You didn't get any collars with it?
Oh, that's the pet collar.
There's probably dogs all over the neighborhood just screaming right now.
Oh my God.
I don't think Jake. He doesn't have. There aren't very many basements in that area, are there?
In my
Are you in
area?
an area? Are you in an area that has basements?
Yeah. Yeah, probably 60% of housing. Well, 60% of single-family homes in this area have basements.
I guess the water table is not that low because of the rocks. Y'all are up against the mountains, right?
Yeah, we're at about 2,000 feet elevation, and I mean, there are certainly buildings that are built on slabs and built on foundation, and or minimal foundation, crawl space type stuff too. But yeah, single family homes for the most part were built with basements.
Hardly anybody has basements here because
You'd have to pump that thing out 24/7. But
our town is built on limestone cliffs, so
oh, that too, yeah.
you would have to have dynamite and a huge bunch of equipment to build a basement here.
So do they actually build pylons right onto the bedrock for your foundations, or do you have enough difference?
Yeah, they can do that, or just level it out and pour a slab.
Oh, okay, a slab, yeah.
He
Gotcha.
doesn't know.
My house is a slab.
I gotcha.
But my house is on a little bit of a slope, so it must have been cheaper for them to just pour more concrete on the back side of the house, because the concrete is like 3 foot thick on the back of my house and just like the normal 8 inches on the front.
I like being able to just make a listing from my desk with photo room wiping out the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I figured I'd just pop in and say hi to everybody.
Appreciate you, Jake.
Yeah.
This show wouldn't be near as good without you.
I can't believe your clan allows you to drive around in a car and not a buggy. My brother was going through New York yesterday talking about that house is Amish. I don't see any electricity. That was not. I'm like, depends on the sect. Some of them do have electricity.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. So the other thing is some also allow electricity as long as it's not from the grid.
Also, they can do solar and batteries and things.
Yeah, most of them can do small scale solar, regardless. I mean, but that depends on. Some are allowed to wire their houses as well. Some are not allowed to wire the house. But yeah, it varies. It varies. Yeah. So where I came from, the current rules are that they can have solar. They're not allowed to wire the house, but they can use just about anything else short of that. Where I came from.
Are they allowed to buy like the jackeries, the batteries, and those kind of things?
As far as I know, yeah.
Because you could charge them with solar and then use them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do that a lot. I think. I mean, I haven't talked to my cousins in a little while, but yeah, as far as I know, aunts and uncles.
Yeah, how far above sea level is Huntsville? Let's see.
Not sure. Hey, I gotta run. See ya.
Bye, Jake.
We are 729 feet above sea level.
Yeah, we're around 1,200 maybe.
We should have more basements than we do. What the hell? Yeah, John, he's talked about that where they have a cell phone they can use for work, but they can't bring it to the house. How is it going? Starting to get hot.
Yeah, we're in the middle of summer.
Where's my pet safe? Where'd I look
Although we're only going to 92 today, so that's not. A lot of years we'll have had some 100s by now.
Delden.
Yeah, you remember Delden?
He still does estate sales. I think he's at an estate sale company.
He just showed a picture on Facebook where he entered the World Series of Poker main event, which is a $10,000 entry fee.
Correct. He did. I saw that.
Crazy. But if you're single and you got more money than you need to live on, why not? He's a big dude. I bet he pushes way over 300 pounds.
Easy.
Probably around 400, but he enjoys his life, and he sells some expensive stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his name on YouTube, the 9-pound hammer.
He used to do a lot of YouTube sales.
Yeah, the YouTube auctions. Yeah.
Just start a live and was it auctions he was running, or was it just flat sales? Probably both.
I don't know. I can't remember yesterday, much less what somebody did a while ago.
Yeah. He always advertised it. Hey, I'm available, ladies. Come and check me out. You remember when he got caught up in some case with a serial killer trying to sell him jewelry? Wow.
I missed that one.
I did too. I wouldn't doubt it though. He lives in Fort Worth, so there's a large variety of people that live around Fort Worth.
I can't figure out what's for breakfast.
Yeah, it's about time to shut the show down, get some breakfast, and pack my orders. Man, I got 12 orders to ship. I sold $400 worth of stuff yesterday. I've been doing good selling, man.
All right, I got this listed. Woohoo!
I got like $9,000 sold in the month of June, which is great for a 4-hour-a-day seller. Imagine how much better I would do with the promoted listings.
Something tells me you're doing more than 4 hours a day.
No. Yesterday we spent all day at Sam's Club and then eating at Torchy's Tacos, which...
Man, shut the hell up.
...was fun this morning.
You suck. I eat there 2 or 3 times every time I go to Texas, man. I got a t-shirt inside. Man, Torchy's Tacos is the bomb.
It was pretty good. It was a little spicy for me. It was hot.
Wuss.
I got one of those 20-ounce beers, and it was gone in about halfway through the first taco. Switched over to water and just kept going back to the water. Really?
What did I miss?
Billy Chimere was the serial killer trying to sell Delden jewelry. Yeah, I think I like Freebirds better than Torchies. Just because of Freebirds, you always get more than you could possibly eat.
What am I doing? Oh, looking this glow back up. Start batch.
That's right. It was, Torchy sure wasn't gonna stay inside of me for very long this morning. It said, let me out. I said, okay, let me get to the bathroom before. Wow. Imodium? No. Once it's gone, I'm all good.
What I order there, the trailer park, make it trashy. I think that's it. Let's see. Torchies.
Wear some Depends. I don't know, Torchies could maybe make you blow out Depends. Limestone built the Empire State Building. Oh,
the taco is the American is the taco. Yeah, the trailer park had fried chicken, green chilies, lettuce. Yeah, and then if you get it trashy, they take the lettuce off and add cheese, queso. That's it. Trailer park make it trashy. And the Republican, that's a good one. The brush fire is a good one. What did you eat there that lit you up so bad?
I got a shrimp taco and it had 2 flames on it. I thought, yeah, I can handle that. Whew, man. On their menu board, they've got a 1 flame and it's supposed to be kind of mild, and a 2 flame is you can warm up.
And then it's got jalapenos on it. No, what do you think you were gonna get?
Yeah, but it seemed like it wasn't just jalapenos. It seemed like it had some sauce in it that was also hot. Already used your 3rd quarter coupon? So, if I drop to a basic store, does that, you get 1,000 listings free? Is that right? So if I've got 1,600 listings, how much is it? How much is a listing on top of a? Because all the listings are going to renew once a month. If you're on a basic store, how much is individual listing if you go over your 1,000? That's my question. If it's 25 cents a listing, then I'll have like 600 listings. that aren't covered. So that would be $150. So I might as well stay with a premium store, huh? Robin's got a basic store, 2,000 listings. What free 10,000?
So I guess you're not gonna go check out the serial killer. His cellmate killed him in jail.
Oof. Let's see. So what's the 10,000? Oh, in select categories. What are the select categories? Let's see.
Well, which one do you have right now?
I've got premium, and I was kind of wanting to drop to the basic because I don't list 1,000 items a month, but I do have I have 1,600 that renew every month. But if some have zero insertion fees, I'll just have to look up what items have a zero insertion fee. Research. Ugh.
What were the select categories?
That's what I'm looking for.
Sports cards, toys, collectibles, music, books and magazines, movies, video games, stamps, crafts, home and garden, party supplies. I don't know why I had the big store because I never have over 1,000 listings. So you're saying I should save $50 a month and just downgrade?
Probably, but I signed up for a year, so I would get a penalty if I withdrew premium right now.
Yeah, that's
eBay Motors, books and magazines, coins and paper money, comic books and non-sport trading cards.
So should I go ahead and use my $50 credit to start over today and then downgrade?
Yeah, do that.
Can you get away with that? Has anybody tried that?
Oh, you probably could, but did you sign up for a year, or you just go month by month with your store fee?
I don't know. Mine's been the same as it always has been.
Right. Paying downgraded after below standard selling rate ended.
Saves $456 a year.
Yeah, I'd like to do that if I could, but I have like lots of military surplus stuff that won't that won't go. I've got lots of I don't think any of these.
Like, I just generally get the boxes. All right, so let's order some boxes, and then on Friday I will downgrade. Once the boxes gets here, or once they ship them, I will downgrade.
You'd be surprised what's considered collectible. I suppose I could place some of the, like the military surplus I have, into collectible categories.
Yeah, you definitely, because I people search for items. They don't search categories for the most part. So I don't think it. You know what I mean?
Yep. I got
Like
lots of shoes. I've got lots of men's shirts.
neither one of those are in. I have DVDs that I got a movie and TV.
Got a couple of boxes of baseball caps.
Oh. All right, let's see. What kind of boxes do I want?
I've got a box of LP albums.
Boxes are just so, their prices are just so ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah, I usually get 50 of the 8x8x8 boxes, and I wind up paying like $15 more to get 50 boxes. So they're charging like $65 for 50 boxes.
I guess that's once you put tax on it because it's $57.47 right now.
Yeah, probably.
Like because the 12 boxes are $55. I order those, and I think I pay $1.03 a box, which is it's like $29.
So, Lag, you think your customers would care if you sold something on Walmart, getting their item in a box that says eBay? Why would they care? They're getting what they want. Shoot, I reuse Amazon boxes. I mean, they're good boxes. Why not?
I just I use the paper tape and just throw a piece of tape over the label. I just That's an interesting size box. A 14 by 12 by 3, almost 3.5. I guess that's for like pictures and things like that.
Yeah, that's probably true, Lag. Some people would get
There
pissed,
are
pissed off that you drop ship to something.
there are Karens for sure.
Yeah, well, you sell expensive stuff, Lag, so you probably don't care how expensive your packing materials are. There you go, Jabez. Jabez offers Lag to just have his free boxes shipped to Jabez. All right. I'm going to go pack my orders and get to listing. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you when we see you. You doing a show in the morning, Scott?
Oh yeah.
We're taking Daphne to get spayed in the morning, so I probably won't get to be in it.
All right, you get me and Steve.
I have to watch you on a replay. Fur girl. They do so many of those spayings and neuterings, I don't think it's any big problem anymore. Java says, damn it, I was going to take Wednesday off. All right. Bye. Tell him bye, Scott.
May the force be with you.